Hello friends and welcome to Homestead Overland, Virginia. I posted a video the other day talking about the reasons why we want to leave California, go to Virginia, and be completely off-grid in Homestead. But one of the things I want to touch on in that video was media, okay? And what media is, because I want to wake you guys up to what's going on. I haven't watched the news in over 20 years because the news is basically programming. The people that rule the world, okay, they spend a lot of money, millions of dollars, trying to understand how they can manipulate the masses. And they use PSYOPs, psychological operations, or propaganda, or it's called social engineering. So years ago, I remember when I was watching a news program, and right at the beginning, the intro, they had this countdown, right? Now, when you go see a hypnotist, they count you down, 10, 9, 8. And then there's these spinning like globes, and there's these lines and the lights, the way they flash, and this music and these binaural beats. And after I saw that, I was like, what the hell was that? Like, I felt a little different. And the more I researched it, they're basically using these intros to put you into a trance so that you can be hypnotized. If you guys don't know, screens give off a flicker rate that takes your brainwave pattern to a state of beta. And beta is when you're like alert oriented, you can like think critically, you can make like logical decisions, and that flicker rate from the screen slows down your brain waves, right, to an alpha state where you're relaxed, you're calm, and you can be hypnotized, right? So let me show you a couple intros from these news stations. After you see that, you have to understand that that's called black magic. They are casting spells. They're putting people into a trance, and then when they give you the news, they're basically manipulating your mind. Here's an example, okay? I'm a registered nurse, and a lot of my followers right now work with me, and I'm going to tell you about something. Years ago, I have to use code words, okay? But years ago on the news, they would say, everybody's dying, and you're going to die if you don't get the you-know-what, okay? In the hospitals, I have patients, I can read their history and physical, fully this with all the boosters, and they still have it. Do you know what I'm saying? So check this out.
Mr. Borla, can I ask you, when did you know that the vaccines didn't stop transmission? How long did you know that without saying it publicly?
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. Answer that question. I mean, we now know that the vaccines didn't stop transmission, but why did you keep it secret? You said it was 100% effective, then 90%, then 80%, then 70%. But we now know that the vaccines do not stop transmission. Why did you keep that secret?
Have a nice day.
I won't have a nice day until I know the answer. Why?
So that was the CEO of Pfizer. And I'm not going to elaborate on this anymore because, look, this is just my opinion for entertainment purposes only. But that wasn't what you think it was. Here's something else. Not just the news, all media, anything that has a screen, they are programming everybody. And you're not picking up on it because there's a lot of subliminal messages going on. There's a lot of psychological operations. With your children, this is something I want you to think about because we're going to talk about homeschooling and stuff like that. And you put your kids in front of all these like screens all day long. Check this out.
I want to see if you're going to go outside.
Good luck.
What do you mean? Good luck? What do you mean? Theo! Hey! Hey, buddy! Hey!
Don't bother, he's locked in.
He's locked in.
He's locked in. I put on trolls.
Trolls? Let's see about that. Theo! Hey! Theo! Theo! Theo!
Yeah.
So you see that kid? That was like a little satire or whatever. But if you have children that are like watching cartoons and they're sitting there like this, like with their mouth open, in a trance, and you're like calling their names and they don't even acknowledge you, that's because they have been hypnotized and they are in a trance. You do not want to do this with your children, okay? So Even though we talk about homesteading here, I'm gonna teach you guys about gardening. You know, about tapping a spring, building an outhouse, doing all this kind of stuff. I still want to make you aware of my personal opinion of what's going on in the world, so you'll think differently. Okay, guys? Hey, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We are Homestead Overland, Virginia. But I'm coming home.